The shadows beckon. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. Die! The restless dead await. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me.
Our forces are under attack!
As the shadow will.
Not enough mana.
Hello there.
This better be good. They'll all be mine in the end. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow will.
Tremble before the scourge!
Die. Intriguing. For the Lich King.
Your mana is depleted.
What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me.
Tremble before the scourge!
As the shadow wills. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. This better be good. Let darkness guide me. Die! None shall survive. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. They'll all be mine. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. This better be good. The restless dead await. Intriguing. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. For the Lich King.
Welcome to our village.
What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills.
Tremble before the scourge!
Let darkness guide me. None shall survive. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will?
Let the killing begin.
The dead shall serve. Intriguing.
Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin. I do it.
The restless dead await.
Would you want to kill
The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. Intriguing.
Ichuta.
What does the shadow will? As the shadow will. Die. None shall survive. This better be good. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? This better be good. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow
Not enough
wills.
mana.
The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Die. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. This better be good. The restless dead await, as the shadow will. Let darkness guide you, as the shadow will. Let darkness guide you. They'll all be mine in the end. For the Lich King, as the shadow will. Let darkness guide you.
Tremble before the scourge.
As the shadow, none shall survive. Intrigue. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? Or the Lich King? As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. This better be good. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve.
Our forces are under attack.
Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the
Our forces are under attack.
This better be good. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Intrigue.
Our allies'
As
hero
the
has
shadow
fallen.
wills. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. Intrigue.
Our forces are under attack. Our
For the
allies'
Lich
hero
King.
has fallen.
Let darkness guide me.
Greetings,
This
friend.
better be good.
Chuta.
The dead shall serve. For the Lich King.
Wasuwa.
The restless dead await, as the shadow will. Intrigue. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me, for the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me, for the Lich King. Intrigue. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? This
Our allies' hero has fallen.
the restless dead await. As the shadow will. For the Lich King.
Your man is defeated.
As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills.
Our forces are under attack.
Intrigue. For the Lich King.
Welcome to our village.
This better be good. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will?
Your man
This
is
better be
defeated.
good. The restless dead await. For the Lich King.
Tremble before the scourge.
Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Double kill. For the Lich King. This better be true. As the shadow
Allies' hero
wills.
has fallen.
For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. The restless dead await. This better be good. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. In truth, let darkness guide me. In truth.
Our allies'
Let
hero has
darkness
fallen.
guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. What does the shadow will?
Our
For
allies'
the
hero
Lich
has
King.
fallen.
As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. This better be good.
Our
Your
allies'
The
man.
restless
hero has
dead
fallen.
await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. What does the shadow will? This better be good. The restless dead await. This better be good. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. Intriguing. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. Intriguing. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. What you want? Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Die. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. None shall survive.
Tremble before the scourge.
Die. Intriguing. The restless dead await. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. This better be good. For the Lich King. They'll all be mine in the end. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide you.
Your man.
What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. Let darkness guide you. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide you. This better be good. The dead shall serve. As the shadow will. Intrigue. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide you. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. None shall survive. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide you.
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will?
Tremble before the scourge.
For the Lich King. The restless dead await. Die. Let darkness guide you.
Tremble before the scourge.
The dead shall serve.
Eat you that.
What does the shadow
Who you wanna kill? What you want?
This better be good. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide you. As the shadow will.
Double kill.
Intrigue. The restless dead await. Let darkness guide you. For the Lich King. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Die. As the shadow wills.
Tremble before the scourge.
This better. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. This better be good. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve.
Our allies
Let
in the
darkness guide you. For the Lich King. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Die. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. As the shadow wills.
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive. For the Lich King. Intriguing.
Tremble before the scourge.
As the shadow wills.